really wrap my head around. Yo, you just said so wild. Hey. All right, me and brother Javon. First of all, we just left the Malcolm X College. And what do we see at the Malcolm X College, bro?
All right, peace. So we in Malcolm X College right now, and we at the library. And I just want to make a point, because they built this man a college, right? But they don't teach what he stood for and what he taught, right? And I'm just showing you, if you look, these are all books about Malcolm X, along with these right here, right? But they have one book about the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And then they have this book in the name of Elijah Muhammad Louis Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam. But we don't even know who Matthias Gardell is, and it's probably a lot of propaganda to turn you away from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and keep your eyes on a dead man, right? And they never honor the teacher, they honor the student, right? So I just want to show y'all, this is why we have to propagate the faith, and we have to continue to promote Swan Song. Peace.
So we saw a lot of symbolism without substance. That's what we saw at the Malcolm X College. A lot of symbolism without substance, because they're uplifting a man with these little tokens of appreciation, right? But they don't teach what Malcolm X stood for, and they make it seem as if he was self-taught. Because I went in there and I asked for a copy of Message to the Black Man in America. Right, the lady, she said that they gave one free copy away a while ago. That's a little odd. That seems a little odd to me. I'm not gonna call her a liar, but that seems a little odd to me that you have a Malcolm X college. You built a college after the student of a man.
Teach, bro.
But you didn't build a college for the man who made the student.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? So when we looked, the only two books we found, there was a book about the minister, like strictly about the minister, and then there was a book called, I believe, Elijah Muhammad Louis Farrakhan and Inside the Nation of Islam, somewhere along those lines. But there was all propaganda. You know what I'm saying? It was all slandering the minister, slandering the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, slandering two men that are alive, and keeping the dead man in front of you. You know what I'm saying? You're living in the past. So we saw a lot of symbolism without substance, because they're not teaching what Malcolm X stood for. You know what I'm saying? Who built this college anyways? You feel me? Malcolm X did not like white people. Malcolm X did not like white people, and that's a known fact. It didn't change when he went to Mecca, because there were already white Muslims who were coming to the dinner table of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Malcolm X didn't see no white Muslim for the first time when he made Hajj. Anyways, that's not really the topic. But yeah, that's what we saw, is a lot of symbolism without substance. So I advise everybody to put your eyes on that man that's still alive, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Swan Song. February 27, 2022, he delivered his most profound message to the world yesterday. So I advise you all tune in. But keep going, brother. Yes, sir.
Facts. All right. So just to let you know, we did all of that. We went in there. Eyes were on us because, you know, we walk different. We FOI, you know what I'm saying? So that a lot of people came up asking us, you guys need anything? Are you guys okay? We just checking out the scene. We just scoping it out. So to lighten it up, you know, we go to the United Center to go see the Michael Jordan statue. And on the way back, I don't know how we started talking about Don't Look Up. How did that conversation come up?
I was talking about how having the teachings and also a little background in TV production when I was in high school has allowed me to have a little more insight when it comes to storytelling in movies, because a lot of time people see it as entertainment, and though it might have a storyline, there's a story told within the storyline that you have to have a certain knowledge or a certain eye to be able to see. You know what I'm saying? So I was saying that background paired with the teachings has allowed me to see how the white man knows his destruction is coming, because we see a lot of movies that focus on destruction and we think we're just watching an action movie or a thriller or something like that. But in all honesty, they're hinting that they know their destruction is coming. And then I asked him, did he see the movie Don't Look Up?
All right. So me being that, I'm a filmmaker, all right, for those who don't know. And, you know, since we are really tapped in with the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, we kind of see the spiritual aspect of things. Especially me, when I watch movies, I don't just watch it for the entertainment. I look at, you know, what messages are being told, what subliminal messages, all of these different nuances within the actual film. So I talked to another one of, you know, the brothers, and I asked him what was his opinion about it. you know, and he said that it was a display of the mind of Satan. And I thought that was profound, because I was like, wow, like that really was the display of the mind of Satan, being that, well, I'll let this brother go in on that.
Oh, yeah. So we were talking about the movie Don't Look Up, and I just brought out a key principle about that movie, right? Because ultimately it's about them discovering a big meteorite from space that has a set time to hit the earth, right? And there's nothing that they can do about it. There's nothing. They have no power. They have all this money, technology, weapons, missiles, artillery, so on and so forth. And I was in the Army, so I've seen it. You know, I've seen what the U.S. government has, but all of that was no match for that meteor that was destined to destroy that world, right? That world. Be very clear on what I just said. That world, right? So the time is coming. It's coming closer. There's a lot of distractions being thrown out, a lot of propaganda, there's floods going around of propaganda to keep you from focusing on what you need to do to prepare for that destruction when it comes, because they know there's nothing they can do about it, but they want to respite it as long as they can by keeping you distracted, right? And this is in the movie. So I said there's a key principle behind that, and the principle is with the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. We know that there's a dreadful plane in the sky that is destined to destroy America. Nobody knows the hour but Allah. But if we look and see the flood of propaganda that's going on, right? They kept telling them in the movie, don't look up, don't look up, don't look up, because then you will focus on your destruction, right? This is the same thing that's going to happen with that mother wheel and that mother plane. And that's the key principle that we haven't seen, because like I said, they know their destruction is coming, and they're letting you know that they know it's coming through media and entertainment. But unless you have a certain level of knowledge to even be able to pull that out, you would just think you're watching a good movie.
Hey, this brother's spitting. And last thing, I want you to kind of talk about the analogy that you displayed, that you expressed about the ending of the movie.
Yes, sir. So the ending of the movie, if you look, there were some people who escaped. There was a core group of people that ended up escaping because they had arrangements to avert the destruction, right? And so after the destruction came, however many years had passed, they were in these little capsules that kept their body. They was in like these comas or whatever, kept their bodies frozen. They got released from the capsules, right? Very key thing. They came from the capsules, got off the little plane, and it wasn't a regular plane. It looked like what they call UFO, right? I don't know what that's about. But listen, they got off the plane, and there was all things were new. All things, new trees, new animals, new birds, new bees, new chickens, whatever. Obviously, I'm just being a little sarcastic, but you get my point. All the destruction made all things new. In the scripture, it says that Allah will make all things new. And our Savior has arrived. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad explained in depth that Master Fard Muhammad will make all things new after the destruction. But the key is that they showed you that the destruction of the world is coming, but the earth will still be here. The destruction of the world is coming, but the earth is still going to be here, because they came back to earth after the destruction. So that's the key, is that they know the destruction is coming, but of the world, not the earth. You know what I'm saying? And that's very key for us to look at.
And describe the world. Describe that.
The world is America. When I say the world, the white man's world. He's been ruling for over 6,000 years now, and his time is up. So his world, if you go to the etymology of the word world, all it means is systems, right? How people put systems together to uplift their society or their civilization. That's all world means. Now they got it confused after the evolution of time. English is coming along. Now they got you thinking world means earth. If I mean earth, I'm going to say earth, not world. Because you know how people say, it's your world, I'm just living in it? Well, what does that mean? Right? So we're still on the earth, but there's multiple worlds. People say the Muslim world, the Christian world, where the white man's world will be destroyed. But there are people who will survive that destruction, avert that destruction, and will rule after all things are made new. And that's the key that we have to see after watching Don't Look Up.
My brother.
Praise be to Allah.
Oh, you are cold. All praises due to Allah. The Swan song.
The Swan song. February 27th, 2022. It was yesterday, but it'll last forever. I advise, I don't care who you are. I don't care what you heard. I don't care what you think. All I want you to do is just listen to it, because he called your number and he pulled your ticket, you know. So I really advise us to just see what he has to say. See what he has to say so you can see him in the proper light. Because a lot of y'all are looking at him, but you don't see him. He talked about how the people around him don't even know him. He broke down in the theology of time, bringing on the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He said that there's two definitions to see. You can see something, right, by looking at it, but you can also see something by seeing what that thing actually is, what its purpose is, why it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I can see an engine to a car, but I can't see the components that make the engine the engine. You get what I'm saying? And we don't see the minister in the proper light. So we need to go watch that so we can see him in the proper light. All praises due to Allah, because he's going up yonder. Yes, sir.
I'm going up yonder to be with my Lord. I'm singing a swan song. Because if you don't change, death will find you soon.
Man, what the fuck this is?
And his colors, like, what the fuck? That might be
Bro, my phone not trying to catch it, dog.
Your phone ain't catching this?
No.
That's an alien spaceship.
That's a UFO, bro.
That bitch came back. You got that bitch fucked up. The fuck is this?
Oh, that bitch steady land hoovering in the same spot.
Yeah, in the same spot. It ain't moving or nothing. What the fuck?